Hello, beautiful lovelies. Sade Jernigan here. I hope you are all doing well today. Today I'm going to be talking about how to grow your team. So, I have a few key points here. The first one, I'm just going to go right into it. The first one is that you want to make sure that you're asking all your customers if they'd be interested in the opportunity. So I'm going to tell you exactly how I do that and some other ways that you can get more people onto your team. So to me, this is a big one because you already know that your customers love the product. They, who wouldn't love a discount, right? So that's where you're gonna start. So what I do is, first of all, make sure you're following up with all your customers. That is key. Follow up is key. Like they always say, the fortune is in the follow up. My son's right here, so I just gotta keep an eye on him. The fortune is in the follow up. So what I do is say it's been a week, right? I know my gal got her products and I'm going to follow up with her. I'm probably going to just send her a quick message and say, hey, Shelly, did you get your makeup okay? Or sometimes I'll just say, hey, Shelly, how are you loving your makeup? Or how are you loving your Epic mascara? And I always say, how are you loving? Is because we are trying to get them to a love it, not a like it. So Younique has the 14-day love it guarantee. So if they don't absolutely love it, they get a full refund. So the reason why I say, how are you loving your mascara? How are you loving your makeup? Is because I want them to love it because we have a love it guarantee. Okay? So I'm going to say, hi, Shelly, how are you loving your Epic mascara? And if she responds back and says, oh my goodness, girl, I love it. It's amazing, blah, 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 right? Then what I respond to back is I say, I am so glad you're loving it. Have you ever thought of doing Younique before, even just for the discount? And then I wait and see what they say. So if they say, oh, I've never thought about it before, maybe I would, then I am going to send them a short blurb, which I'm going to tell you in a minute. Okay, so let's go back to if they don't love it. If they say, you know what, it's not working for me, blah, 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 then you're going to find out what the problem is. You're not going to say like, oh, that sucks, or you know what I mean? Because if they don't love it, you want to make sure they're happy, right? So then I would go to ask and help solve the problem and see, you know, how they used it, make sure they're applying it correctly, and if they weren't, do an exchange for something else, or you could return it, right? Because you want to get them to love it. Because if they don't love, say they got the Epic mascara, but they don't love it, but they love the fiber mascara, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, that's why we have different kinds of foundations. That's why we have different types, is because some people may love one type and not the other. So, right, we're going to get them to that love it, right? So the whole thing is customer service, getting them to a love it. And then as soon as you get them to a love it, that is when you're going to offer the opportunity and say, hey, have you ever thought of doing Younique before? And you can add, even just for the discount, because a lot of people want the discount and then they decide like, hey, I think I want to do this. So I don't advertise kidnappers. Almost everybody that I sign up is wanting to do the business. Okay? Because usually if they're not wanting to do the business, they go, no, it's okay, I'll keep ordering from you. Okay? And so that's what I do there. And then after that, I skipped a part. Oh yeah. So say they're like, no, I haven't thought about it. Or say, oh, can you tell me more? Or depending on what they say, of course, this is not going to be a script because this is a conversation. You want to make sure you're having a conversation. Please do not, and I know from experience because I've made a mistake, do not send them this huge paragraph. Okay, you don't want to say, oh my goodness, like we have all these Y sisters, it's amazing, and then you get paid 3 hours after sale, but then actually you get to white and then yellow and then this and then black and then, oh, and if you do this plus there's this blah, 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 blah. This whole thing, they're going to be like, I don't want to be a part of this. This looks stressful. right? So we are all about simplification, duplication, and making it fun, making it simple. So what you want to do, hi Maria, and if you guys are rewatching this, hashtag replay. So you want to make it really simple, really fun, okay? And you're going to make it conversational, okay? Because this is a real person. You're not a robot. You don't have to send them a huge paragraph. Just answer question by question. So after that, after you say, you know, they're loving the product, and then you say, okay, I'm so glad you love your Epic mascara. Have you ever thought of doing Younique before, even just for the discount? Then they say, oh no, I haven't, or whatever. Then what you're gonna do after that is you're gonna send them a message or a voice clip. I usually just do a voice clip. And I usually say the same thing every single time. So I'm gonna say, it's only $99 to join. There's never ever a fee. You get $300 worth of makeup, a free website, and you get paid 3 hours after every sale. What other questions do you have for me? Okay, and you always need to end it with a question, because if you don't end it with a question, then they're just gonna be like, oh, that's nice, you know, because you want to keep the conversation going, because you're trying to help them and you want to answer all their questions and see if that's something they'd like to do. Hi, Ashley. Yeah, if you guys are watching this, say hello. And if you're rewatching it, hashtag replay. Okay, so after it's conversational, right, you're going back and forth, and then you answer that question and say, oh, what other questions do you have for me? And then after you answered all their questions, say, all right, great, well, would you like me to send you my website so you can join and I can introduce you to the team? And then see what they say. If they go, oh, I'm not ready, then continue to answer their questions and help them until they are ready. Okay, so that is the first way. That is a great way to build your team, is current customers that already love the product, right? So that's the first way. The second way is to message past hostesses. So if someone has hosted a party for you, whether they had any sales or not, I would reach out to them and I would ask them like, hey, have you ever thought of doing Younique before? And start a conversation. So the key is not to just sign up people and leave them. Like, you want to be their support. You want to show that like you're there for them and you're going to be there for them. If they need questions, they need help, they can always reach out to you. So you're kind of building that relationship and starting that conversation about the opportunity. Do not send huge paragraphs. Only answer one question at a time. And then when they sign up, we do the same thing. We help them one step at a time. After they do the first step, right? Then you help them with the next and the next. Because if they don't do the first step, there's no use in learning all the steps, if that makes sense. Okay? So there's another one, messaging past hostesses. And another thing, the third thing I want to talk to you. So the first one is asking current customers that love the product. The second is reaching out to people that hosted a party for you. And it could be the similar way with the same steps. And the third is a biggie, and this is huge, you guys. Attraction marketing. Okay, attraction marketing is really important. So first, you want to attract people to you. You don't want to beg people to sign up with you. You want to attract them and show them what it's like to be a part of the sisterhood and what it's like to be a part of Younique. Oh, you're welcome, Maria. I'm glad it's helping. So attraction marketing, first, make sure everything on your page is positive. No negativity, no like, oh, like I went to work and it was horrible and blah, 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 blah. Like, don't vent on your Facebook, because as soon as you start venting on your Facebook, people are not going to want to join you in business because it looks negative. It's not positive. People want to be a part of a positive environment. They follow the light. Just remember that people are attracted to light. So if your page is full of happiness, excitement, positivity, encouragement, people are going to be attracted to your page, okay? And they're going to be attracted to you, and that's going to help them want to join business with you. So if you think about it this way, you know, my father-in-law has a State Farm agency, and he has a State Farm business page. Is he gonna go onto his business page and start venting, saying like, oh my goodness, I had a horrible day, I got a flat tire, and blah, 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 and like all these horrible things on his business page? Of course he wouldn't. People would be like, oh my goodness, like that's so much complaining. I don't know if I want to do business with them. So, keep it positive on your page, right? And keep it professional. The other thing that's going to help, and this is also a side note, I'm going to finish with the attraction marketing, but a side note, you want to make sure your profile, I know a lot of people might not like this, but that it's public. And let me tell you why. Hear me out for a minute. And the reason why you want it public is because when you send out friend requests, when you have parties going on, when you have somebody liking your mascara post, the only people that are going to see it are your Facebook friends and that your network that is so small, right? You want to expand outside of your network. So it's kind of like if you opened a boutique on a corner, right? And you're like, only open for business, only friends and family. Okay, I hate to break it to you, but it's going to be more like a hobby. That business is going to fail. Like, it's not going to do well. So you've got to make your profile public because you are open to the public. You're going to sell mascara. You're going to sell foundation. You're going to sell Flawless 4 to everybody, right? So you want to make sure your Facebook is public. Your business page, of course, is public. So it's good to have a business page, personal page. And back to the attraction marketing, that was just a side note because to attract people, you need to make sure it's public so you can attract other people, right? As far as also the attraction marketing is you want to show people what it's like to be with Younique. Because how would they know if they want to join you in business if they don't know what it's like, right? So what is it like? You need to portray on your page and give them the inside scoop what it's like to be a part of Younique. So, for example, the other day I posted a picture, multiple pictures, like a collage with my son and I, right? And then on it, I wrote something like how much it means to me to be doing Younique from home, working from home, so that I could pause it and give my son a bath, so I could read him a bedtime story. And I can't believe that I am now making the same amount of money as I am in Younique as I am in my job that I've been doing for 5 years. So that is attraction. That's showing them what it's like to be a part of this company, that you can replace your income, right? And before that didn't happen and I didn't replace my income, I would use other people's stories, right? I would say my wife's sister, blah, blah, blah. I would say about Lindsay, I'd be like, I would share her post about her attraction marketing and then say something about it and say, I'm so glad I'm able to be a part of Younique, where Younique is changing lives and blah, 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 right? So these are attraction marketing. You don't have to beg saying, please join my team, join my team, join my team, because they don't know what they're joining. They don't know what they're going to get out of it. So you need to show them how Younique is going to add value to their life. It's going to add value by providing them with the income. It's going to add value by making it so they could be home with their kids. It's going to add value so that they can take vacations. You guys, I did not go to Cancun, but you better believe I shared about Cancun on my Facebook wall to show people like, hey, if you're in Younique, you can go on this trip, you know? And you know what? It's okay if you're not there, because if you can't share your story, share other people's stories until you're at the point you can even share your own. Okay, and you could still share other people's story. So you really want to attract people to you. The other thing, I'm going to give one more thing to build your team is parties. You need to host, find hostesses. You need to have, the more parties you have, the more people are going to see you. The more people you have to friend request, right? So you got to expand your network, get to know these ladies, build relationships, attract them to you, and it's a combination. You can't just use attraction marketing. You could, but you wouldn't get as much results without asking people the opportunity, right? You don't receive because you don't ask, right? You got to take action. You got to have parties. You got to be asking people if they would like to join or have they ever thought about joining. You want to make sure you're posting things about Younique. I mean, you don't want to be like, oh, I'm not recruiting anyone. And you look on your Facebook page and you're not even talking about Younique. Or you're not even hosting parties. Or you're not even messaging people if they would like to join. So you have to see that in order to grow your team, you got to take these action steps, right? Sometimes I can ask 30 people in a row and you won't get a yes, right? So what you want to do is you want to learn what your ratio is, right? Talk to 10, get 1, or talk to 10, get 2. You have to ask 10 people, and out of those 10 people, did you get 1 person to say yes? Or is it that you have to ask 20 people and you get 2 yeses or you get 1 yes? So let's say if you get 1 out of 10 and you want to add 5 people on your team this month, how many people do you have to ask if they ever thought of doing Younique before and have a conversation? How many conversations do you have to get 5 people on your team? 50. You got to ask 50 people if your ratio is 1 out of 10. If you don't know your ratio because you didn't try, there's no way you're going to be able to shoot your goal because you don't have a roadmap to get there. So in order to make that roadmap, test it out. Ask 20, 30, 40, 50 people and see what your ratio is. As soon as you know your ratio, figure out what your goal is, how many people you want on your team that month, and go ask them because you guys are amazing. I know you can do this. Anybody can do this. Anybody. It's not luck. It's work. You could be at the right place. You ask the right person. But when it comes down to it, you're going to have to put the footwork into it. But I can tell you right now, it is so worth it. And you're going to be so thankful. It's addictive. Get that momentum going and don't stop. That's the thing is don't stop, right? So you get on a roll, you start getting people on your team, keep asking, keep asking, keep asking, and you are going to grow a successful business, okay? And also be patient with yourself. Have fun. Don't be too hard on yourself. Think about it this way. Say it's a marathon, right? Don't be distracted with someone beside you because I could tend to do that sometimes. Like, look they got to black status in 1 year, or look they did this. That's the thing is you're going to have to compare yourself to yourself yesterday. Compare yourself to yourself last month. Set your own goals and just go for them. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Just worry about what you're doing and go get it, okay? You guys are awesome. You guys are talented. You're smart. If you just learn as you go, it's okay if it's not perfect. Just throw it out there. Send a message. Put up a post. It does not have to be perfect. Just take action and you're going to change your entire business, okay? You're going to do amazing. And if you have any questions, go to your sponsor, ask them for help, and I know they got your back. And anyways, I hope this helps you guys. You guys have it in you. Listen to personal development, build your confidence every single day while you're taking a shower, while you're brushing your teeth, while you're doing the dishes. Google motivational speakers. Just listen and build that confidence and go do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. All right, you guys, I love you gals. You're amazing. I love all my white sisters. You guys mean so much to me, and I'm so glad to be a part of the Younique family. All right, you guys, take care. Bye.